Well, we've implied that it's a better bet to create a sheet in your file that describes how you want the presentation to be done. We've just done one on the entrance. Let's imagine we wanted to do one for the whole sheet, and we wanted to put on, let's say, an A3 piece of paper. So how do we do that? Well, we'll just zoom out a little to start with, wrap a box around everything so that we select everything in the drawing, and then go to Edit, Clipboard, Copy, and then we'll go to Pages and create a new page. We'll click New, and it pops up saying Page 2. What we're interested in doing is to rename Page 2. We'll say it's Complete Design A3 sheet. You'll notice I already have one called Complete Design A1 sheet. The drawing is regenerating at the moment, so I just have to be a little patient and it will come to the point that I want. I click down here. We want ISO A3. There it is, 297 by 420. We need to be in album side, which should be right. We'll change this. I like to make the names very informative here, so we'll say Complete Design A3 sheet, so when I go back to it at any time I know exactly what it is, and we'll OK it. So GardenCAD makes a new page for you called Complete Design A3 sheet, and we should be in business in a moment. Again, because this is a very big drawing, the drawing is in fact regenerating. You notice it's hit 30%. So again, we just have to be slightly patient. Once we've got there, we can go Edit and Clipboard, Paste, and everything that was on the clipboard now gets put into this environment. When it's thrown in, it'll appear as a sort of magenta-y colour like it is until we hit the escape key, and there we are. So now we have in the pages grouping, if you like, if we click select page, we have our entrance that we were just talking about. We have our select page. We can go complete design on an A1 sheet, and there we have it. And we can go pages, select page, complete design on an A3 sheet, and I could zoom in on there if I wanted to. Maybe zoom a window around there, and like so, and then file and save, and that'll refresh everything. We can still go back to our model, select page, go back to our model. Don't forget that we deliberately decided to change to a white background, but when we're drafting it's much better to have a dark background, a black background, so we'll go back to our default color palette which has that black background. We don't actually need to save it, and bang, and there we are. So now we're in a much more comfortable place. We can do our design and change and do our editing, but at any time we can go back to our pages and select page and pop and have a look at things. Now, unlike AutoCAD and IntelliCAD, these pages won't change automatically. Any changes we make to the drawing, we actually have to go and recreate a new page. That's a small disadvantage, but we think that in general terms this works more smoothly than it does in the AutoCAD and IntelliCAD environment. But it's just a difference between the way that the programs work. So the take-home lesson is you don't create your pages until you've finished your design completely.